Hi everyone, my name is Jessica and today this video will be about my goals for 2024. I know this video is extremely late. It is currently the 6th of February and I'll probably release this video next week, so it'll be about mid-February when this video will be ready. I know it's extremely late, but my excuse is this is my third time filming this video. So as I was editing the first one and the second video, I realized that the goals that I set no longer resonated with me, and it wasn't something like these goals weren't something that I wanted to pursue. So I had to film another one and another one, and this is my third time. So hopefully this video will be my final video and I don't want to be talking to you anymore about my goals for 2024. So, in this video I will talk to you not only about my language goals, but I will also mention my hobby goals, my travel goals, and general health and fitness goals. So, my language goals for 2024, I want to continue with creating systems that incorporate languages in my day-to-day life. I think I have successfully managed to incorporate Russian and German into my daily life, but I would love to have more Chinese in my life, and also perhaps more German actually. I think I would like to immerse myself more with the German language. So I decided to split my main language for like the first half of the year and the second half of the year. So for the first half of the year I want to focus on German, and for the second half of the year I want to focus on Chinese. And then of course I'll have like a second priority language or a third priority language in the first half, and for the second half. I don't study all my languages all the time. I usually have like a main priority language and then I'll try to maintain all my other languages. So let's start with the main language that I have been focusing on for the past couple of years, and it is German. So my main goal for German is to take the C1 exam. With my German, I feel like I'm at a I'm on all right conversational level, but being a conversational level and reaching the C1 level, that is a huge gap, right? And I took out this book, so mit Erfolg zu Telk C1 Hochschule. I took this book out and I tried to do like some exercises, but I realized that with my German I have a long way to go. I'm not sure how long it will take me to prepare for the exam. I feel like the listening and reading section is quite manageable, but I will definitely struggle with the writing section and probably the speaking section as well. So these are the two areas that I really need to like knuckle down and actually do some practice. Yeah, I've previously avoided proficiency exams because I don't really like the idea of studying just to pass an exam. However, I cannot deny that preparing for an exam really does help you to focus on areas that you would otherwise neglect. So for me, it's grammar and writing. These are the skills, these are the areas that I usually don't pay too much attention on because I don't really enjoy writing and I don't really enjoy grammar. But if I really want to get my German to the next level, I do really need to focus on these areas. So I'm happy that I'm doing that. I'm also kind of dreading it at the same time because I'm not looking forward to writing essays. But it's a good learning experience. It's something that I do want to do. My second goal for German is just to read 8 books in German. I'm trying to focus on non-fiction books and books written by German authors. So less translated fiction and more German fiction. So like I said in my last video, I have a library card now. So I will take full advantage of my library card. I'll be getting all those books out. And as usual, I probably won't read a lot of these books, but the intention's there. My main goal for Russian is to finally reach a conversation level. That has been my goal for many years now, and I haven't quite got there. Sometimes I feel like my Russian's improving, and sometimes I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. So, and Russian is definitely the most frustrating language that I've ever studied. And but recently, I've actually felt I've been making some improvement. So I'm really hoping that this year, finally, I can say that I can speak Russian, right? Usually, if people ask me, do you speak Russian? I'm like, Can I speak Russian? I don't know. I don't know if I can speak Russian. But yes, hopefully this year is the year that will change. I'm going to be doing this by organising like a number of language exchanges. I already have 2 language partners. Thank you, my language partners. And I will try to speak more Russian with my husband as well. Another goal for Russian is that I want to read 5 books in Russian, so 5 children's books. Let's get that clarified first. Yes, 5 children's books in Russian. So recently I went to the library and I noticed that in the children's section there's a Russian part. Like, there are Russian books that you can take out. I was so excited, so I took out some Russian books, and I'm currently reading Moomin Troll. Where's my Moomin Troll book? Probably in my bedroom, but yes, I'm currently reading Moomin Troll, and I really enjoy it. I've never read any of the Moomin Troll's books when I was younger, but despite that, I still really like this Moomin book. I think it's because I like the characters. The characters are so whimsical. I'm hoping that I will continue reading more of the Moomin books and more books in this series. Right, my goals for Chinese. So my main goal for Chinese is to attend a C1 course. Yes, so, oh my god, so Chinese. Chinese is a language that I've struggled with a very long time, and for the past 5 years or so, or 6 years or so, Chinese has been on maintenance mode. Last year I did study perhaps like a month of Chinese before I went to Taiwan to prepare myself, but besides that, I haven't really studied Chinese intensively since I think about 2017 or so, when I did the HSK 5 exam. So that was the last time. It'd be really nice to focus a bit more time with Chinese and finally, yeah, feel a bit more confident speaking Chinese. Another goal is I would really like to take the HSK 6 exam. Again, like I told you before, I'm not a huge fan of proficiency exam, but I've had, I've been meaning to take the HSK 6 exam ever since I passed the HSK 5 exam, so it would be really good, like it would be really motivating to finally cross that off my list. So we'll see about that. Realistically, I'll probably take this exam beginning of next year, but I'll put it on for this year and see what happens. I also want to finish this book. Hang on, let me just get the book. I also like to finish this book. I bought this book in Taiwan. It's cool because it's all written like, okay, it's not such a big deal, but usually I buy books from mainland China, so the books are not written like this, but I like it that it's written like from the top to bottom. So, next is Cantonese. Sadly for Cantonese, I don't think I'll have much time to focus on Cantonese, so my only goal is to maintain my level. My new language. So I have a new language of the year, and it is Spanish. I've been wanting to study Spanish for a very long time, and finally I feel like now is a good time to start learning Spanish. My German and Russian are both at an okay-ish level, so I feel like, yeah, now is a good time. Now is a good time to start. Also, one huge motivating factor is that I will be visiting Mallorca with my family in the summer, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to learn some Spanish so I can use it on my holiday. So that's very exciting. So my main goal for Spanish is to work through an A1 and an A2 textbook, and that's really it. Of course I'll be incorporating like YouTube videos and podcasts, but I don't want to overwhelm myself with resources and with like finding new resources, so I'll mainly be focused in using a textbook. So onto my hobby goals. My main theme of the year is to make more time for creating. Yes, so I want to explore my heritage through art, yeah. That could be Chinese brush painting, that could be Chinese calligraphy, that could also be embroidery, I don't know, fashion as well. There's so many stuff that I could do involving art that I could use to explore my heritage a little bit more. I have Chinese ancestry. My grandparents came from China, and my parents were actually born in India. So my parents were born in India, grew up in India, and I was born in the UK and grew up in the UK, and currently I'm in Germany. Yeah, so my background is a little bit complicated. But yes, I am excited to learn more about my culture and my heritage through art. I did a brush painting course a couple of weeks back in Leipzig with my friend, and it was a lot of fun. A lot more fun than I initially expected, because I am not so good at drawing, I want to be honest here. I'm not very good at drawing, and last time I held a paintbrush was perhaps, how long ago? Well, like when I was like year 10 or something, so that's a very, very long time ago. And it's been fun just learning to paint again. And I'm hoping that I can dedicate more time to do more Chinese brush painting. And cooking. So this year I want to do more cooking. I want to try out at least one new recipe every week, and focusing on Chinese and Indian cuisine, because these are the two cuisines that have a very big place in my heart. Next is journaling. I love journaling. I have about 3 or 4 journals, and yeah, but the problem is with me is I don't really dedicate enough time to journal like during the week. So I would like to change that. I would like to do, well, I would love to have a daily journal habit, but I don't know if that's realistic for me. But at least a weekly journal habit where I can review the week and do a little bit of collaging too. So that would be something fun to look forward to every week. Next is the violin. So I used to play the violin in school, all through, well, not all through primary school, all through high school at least. And I used to play in orchestra, and honestly speaking, I didn't really like it, but I wasn't extremely passionate about playing the violin. But now it's a bit different. Now I think I really would like to play the violin again, and I got my violin back, like I bought my violin back from the UK, and I got it all fixed up because it's been 20 years or so since I last opened my violin case. So I had to, so obviously it was very, very extremely out of tune. I had to get the strings replaced, and also some other parts of the violin replaced because it's just been in the attic. Yeah, so I would love to return back to my old level, and this year I would like to dedicate more time to relearning the violin again. And my extra goals, so I would like to do, just these goals have actually been on my list every year, and I never really make time for it, but yes, so embroidery I like to do, embroidery, crocheting and knitting. These are the 3 things that I would like to try and to get into a habit of doing it. Yes, I did actually start embroidery again, so I started sashiko, but the other 2, not really getting anywhere. But we shall see. Perhaps I'll feel more motivated more towards the end of the year. Right. Now is my lifestyle / health goals. First one is I want to do a daily morning yoga. I realise that as I'm getting older, how important it is to do stretches in the morning, to do yoga in the morning, because yeah, I think as you get older, it's easier to injure yourself, and also just things just feel stiffer, like my back hurts. For example, if I sat in front of my computer the whole day, then my back will start hurting, or my hips will start hurting, right? So I think that incorporating a daily yoga practice would help with that. And I did actually start that. I started that last week. I've been really enjoying doing yoga first thing in the morning, and also watching the sunrise too. And it's been nice just seeing the days getting brighter, and waking up in a more like a relaxed way. Next is to eat better. Okay, these are like really typical health goals and stuff, but yeah, I really would like to eat better, and I'm going to do that by pre-cooking. So I'm really, like, me and my husband, we just started meal prepping. So on the weekends we want to meal prep all of our lunches and all of our dinners for the following week. So far we've this, like, last week was our like 3rd week of doing it, and it's been quite successful so far. And it's a little bit like a load off you, because after a long day you don't really, well, at least for me, I don't really feel like cooking. So then I'll reach for something easy, and usually easy food is just fast food, and I don't want to do that anymore. Also for lunch, like previously we would spend a lot of time just cooking lunch, but now we don't need to do that because lunch has already been made for us. So that has really helped us, and we only need to spend maybe, like if it's me and my husband, if we're both cooking, then we only need to spend like an hour or max like 2 hours to prepare all of our food for the following week, and I think that's a really good use of time. My next goal is generally something I mentioned before, so less consuming and more creating. So less time scrolling mindlessly on Instagram, on YouTube, and more time actually creating things that you enjoy, and not so much focusing on the algorithm or how many likes you get or the engagement and stuff like that. Not focusing on these metrics, but actually focusing on what the process of creating and the process of exploring your creativity. So I'd like to do more of that. I'm trying to at least post twice a month on Instagram. I know that's like tiny numbers, but last year I only posted twice for the whole year. So 2 times for a month is actually not a bad goal for me, yeah. And for YouTube too, I would like to post at least 2 videos a month. Realistically, it's going to be 1 video a month, but 2 videos a month would be cool. My next goal is making more time to see my friends. So I'm the sort of person that doesn't have like a huge group of friends. I just have a handful of friends, and these are the people that I would like to form deeper, better connections with. Of course, I'm always open to have new friends too. Again, I want to remember that quality is better than quantity. Yeah, so the quantity of friends don't really matter. It's the friendship itself. The quality of the friendship is what matters. Is the most important thing. Sorry, my camera overheated, so I'm back again. I don't know what was I talking about before? But yeah, I have no big travel plans for 2024. I only really want to, I only really plan to visit Mallorca in the summer, so with my family and also with my husband's family. And I think I'll be going to Prague, perhaps for a polyglot gathering in May, I think. And that's really it, yeah. Like, of course I'll be visiting the UK fairly often, as always, and besides that I haven't got any other travel plans, so I do want to make more time to be more spontaneous, like random weekends, like basically choosing a place and then just visiting it. I am really not a spontaneous person. I really like my plans, but I think a bit of spontaneity is good in your life, and I also think it's important to not be so meticulous with your planning and just to go with the flow a little bit more. So I want to do more of that this year. I also want to explore a bit more of Germany. Unfortunately, I haven't really traveled a lot within Germany. I used to live in Essen, so I've done a little bit of North Rhine-Westphalia, so Cologne, Düsseldorf, Münster, these places. Berlin, like near Berlin, I've not really been to any cities like besides Leipzig. And yeah, and there's this whole of Bayern, never really been to. So I know that there are so many beautiful places in Germany that I would like to visit, and this year I'm gonna make the effort to do that. So yeah, so this is my video, this is my goals video 2024. As you can see, I've got like lots of different goals and loads of different like areas in my life, but I think that's fun. Again, I know I probably won't be able to achieve like half of these goals, but it doesn't really matter. I think that I kind of like the idea of starting the year with the expectation and with the hope that I can achieve these goals. So yes, starting the year with a positive mindset. So even if these goals seem a little bit realistic, It doesn't really matter to me too much if I don't achieve them, then I'll put it on my goals list for next year, and then the year after that, it's all good. Anyway, so please let me know what your goals are for 2024. So it doesn't have to be language goals, it could be like personal stuff too. If you want to share, you don't have to share it with me. And yeah, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.